Testing, testing. Hello. Interview. We're going to interview scene. Chat.
Oh my gosh, this is so crazy.
Okay. Now we go to Discord and full screen it so people don't see our DMs. And then I X out of all that. We are not hiding anything in our DMs. We don't talk much.
Yeah, not really.
No. Well, everyone, if you don't know, this is Red. This is Red.
This is me. This is me.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I was a little bit busy this morning, but I am so chill now.
That's good. I also had like a bunch of caffeine like before this, so I'm a little. Yeah, I saw you drinking that. So I have. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Ooh, gosh. I'm Red. I go by Rojo and Rouge on the internet, both of which are just different languages of my name and became nicknames in high school. My friend came up with it as a username, though. I'm an 18-year-old non-binary and queer streamer. Well, I'm not a streamer that much anymore. I quit streaming and recently went on to YouTube to start making videos. Um, what else? I live in the Pacific Northwest of America, but I'm about to move soon. I'm about to be a college student.
Are you excited
So
for college?
yeah, yep.
Can you say what college you're going to, or do you not feel comfortable? Right.
I'm not fully comfortable with that, but it's like a big state college, so I could, and nobody would find me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I am always interested in hearing people's colleges.
I'll tell you later. I don't care,
Okay.
but definitely not on stream.
Yeah. Okay. We will talk after. I most likely you guys know me unless you are Red's followers. Hi, I'm Bugs or Willow. I go by both. I'm also non-binary LGBTQ plus streamer. I still do stream.
Go.
I started these interviews like a while back ago in May or April. I can't actually remember. And
Dang.
and I'm actually really excited for these because why not?
I like them. They're really cool.
They are. Hi, Cat.
Go to bed. I've been telling Kat for like an hour now to go to bed.
It's not. It's 8 o'clock for them.
Kat is very tired.
Cat, go to bed then. I don't need you to be a moderator. I have other mods here also. I love you as a moderator.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What else? I'm also 15. I'm a minor. Please don't be weird. And if any of you guys are also interested in, being interviewed in our streamers or YouTubers or somewhere else on the internet, I'm always willing and down to do it. I'm gonna do some IRL interviews soon with my IRL friends.
Give them a follow too.
Yeah, I mean, I still kind of do owe you chat for hitting 100 followers. Yeah, I just ate food. Cat said. But yeah, I still go to bed after eating food. Who doesn't?
True.
It's just, okay. So yeah, thank you for telling us about yourself. What made you want to be a YouTuber and streamer? What like inspired you for both of those?
So when I was a lot younger, probably around like 10 or 11 years ago now, I um honestly I was just bored and I found out about YouTube, specifically Mumbo Jumbo, and I want to emphasize that because that explains a lot about my current personality. And since then, like YouTube has, and very specifically YouTube, has helped me get through like a lot of IRL stuff from moving states when I was like 8 years old, which is really difficult to do, to just a lot of life stuff YouTube has gotten me through. And at first, I kind of started content creating because I thought the fame would be cool. But as I got more into it, I kind of adapted this like thought of what if I gave back like what I took from content creation, which was comfort. What if I gave that back? So that's kind of why I started and why I still go on.
Yeah, that's always nice. I always love like hearing how people got inspired by in content creating. I know a bunch of people in 2020. That's where they got most of their inspiration, but it's always good to hear that more before even that you were inspired and like.
I'm a veteran in Minecraft YouTube.
I mean, technically I am too, but you're older than me. Yeah. When I was like 3 years
True.
old, me and my brother would watch Skimpy's
Stampy?
yeah, yes. I cannot pronounce
Yeah.
his name, but me and my brother would watch him all the time together.
Hmm.
It was something. It was always cool, and I always like hearing. Hold on, I need to grab a blanket because it is really cold in my bedroom, and I am freezing.
Real.
I had to go grab it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Let me look. How has like the streaming / YouTube community been so far for you?
Streaming community, if we're talking about like the audience side of the community, wonderful. I
mean-
absolutely love my community.
I mean, the small streamers in that.
I feel a bit like a seal being constantly circled by sharks. And I can shark. I can be the shark, but I feel like trying to outcompete everyone in the streaming side of things. Oh my god.
Sorry,
But I feel like trying to outcompete everyone in the streaming side of that is just not my business. I do not care for that. So that's a big reason I got out of streaming because there's not a whole lot of that in like YouTube videos.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It can be interesting sometimes, especially
Yeah.
when it gets to people dating inside the streaming
Oh.
community. Because when that ends,
Mhm.
I always feel bad because I'm like,
I always feel horrible. But it's like, whose side are you taking in the divorce? And it's like, oh.
And I'm like, I'm like, they're both my friends, but if I stop being friends with this one person, I'm hated by most of them. And
Yep.
it kind of feels like
There's no winning.
There's no winning. So I'm like, I don't want to be hated and then be like blasted in like
Yeah.
bad areas because like it's really interesting in my opinion. But I love all my friends.
It's tough.
I love all my friends
Yeah.
that like I've made for it, and I've nothing bad. Nothing bad like has happened. It's also okay.
Heck yeah.
Tell us more about the YouTube side.
I love YouTube. So the only community I have with YouTube right now is the new server I just joined, Cosmos at Vivo. A lot of them have been making YouTube videos for like 7 years, a couple of them for like a year. Some of them just started at the same time I did. They're all really wonderful. A couple of them like we like pitch in and give each other advice on each other's videos, on each other's thumbnails, and it's incredible. It's just so wonderful. They're
so
wonderful.
They sound so amazing. And,
It is.
yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah, YouTube. I had a YouTube channel actually.
Mm-hmm.
When I was little.
Yep, knew it.
Nope. No. If that YouTube channel does surface, I'm going to be very, very, very scarred for life.
You're gonna go live underground.
Yeah, no one will hear from me ever again. It's not like anything bad. It's just the most
embarrassing.
Yes, but also like the most thing that a kid could do on the internet.
Oh, for sure.
Me and my brother, and it's also my brother's YouTube channel. So I had a bunch of school things with projects, and okay, I want to say one video. Do you know Beanie Boos, like the stuffed animal Beanie Boos?
I do.
I made a video of Beanie Boos going to karate with my brother, and it's still on the internet.
Ooh, sorry, but I might have to go on a little YouTube spree soon.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
No,
I won't.
You can watch it. I find it funny. I show it to all my IRL friends, and all my IRL friends have it, and they make fun of me for it. I'm like, hey, leave Foyo and me alone. I'm having fun in my life.
Absolutely.
I did almost catch my house on fire with that video also.
Hello? You know, shockingly, I did not have a YouTube channel as a kid.
Yeah, our parents also didn't know about it.
Oh. That's awkward.
How are you? I have a new question. What did your parents think about when you brought up content creating and stuff? I'm understanding if that's not something you feel comfortable like saying and stuff.
Oh, I'm comfortable. My mom lives 3,000 miles from me, I believe, so she doesn't know, and she doesn't need to know. my dad, he is fully supportive. He technically got into streaming before I did, through TikTok. So he's like fully supportive. I told him about some a specific Twitter DM I got today, a really good Twitter DM I got today.
Ooh,
And he was like, okay, let's look it over. And before we confirm anything regarding this, let's do some research. So he's fully on board. He's wonderful.
that's awesome. I always like hearing when parents are supportive. Like my parents are the ones who push me to actually kind of start doing this. They're like, "Hey,
Oh,
you should do this. It's getting kind of popular." I'm like,
there
"Okay."
you go.
Yeah, but I was talking to some other people and their parents aren't so supportive and find it distracting. I'm like, and when they,
No,
it's sad because I'm like, let your kids have fun. And if they're
honestly,
enjoying it, I understand talking to strangers on the internet is very dangerous and they could be old men. Yeah,
yep.
but like also
It's
like
that good.
yeah, I'm like that's awkward. But then I'm like we show each other, we do video calls, kind of like this. I'm like
Yep.
they're not old men. Most
No,
of them aren't even men.
for real. Honestly, at least in our little area, most of us aren't men. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. My dad's like always encouraging me to jump on opportunities regarding streaming and YouTube. Like if I don't stream for long enough, back when I was like still streaming regularly, he'll be like, "When's your next stream?" And I'll be like, "That's so embarrassing." But I love him for it.
Yeah.
Also, I genuinely think there's like a business in streaming and YouTube videos,
It
especially
is.
YouTube, because YouTube will never die.
Yeah, I talked to in California. I got to talk to some streamers actually on Wednesday,
Ooh.
and I'm not really actually supposed to say this because I like technically was not allowed to be in a room they were in, but they were. And I'm like, yo, can I ask you some questions or like some pointers? And they were all so down. So I got to talk to some
Aw.
of them about content creating and stuff. All so sweet. I'm not saying who, but I got to talk to some people, and I'm like, hey. And most of them, what they said, it's just based on luck and getting yourself out there. You can work
Yeah.
so hard, and you put work into it. Don't expect to be like one night beat, boom, like that. We all can't be like Rambo. None of us
Yeah.
can be like him.
Or Philza.
Or Philza. No, but here's the thing. Philza worked 10 years to do it
He
before
did.
doing it. So he did work hard.
But the reason that he grew significantly in numbers was because of the
Because of
zombie
zombie
death
death.
on the very long hardcore world.
Yes.
That got him all the way up to the big leagues
Yes. And I forget how long ago that was.
a few years ago.
2 years ago? Really?
4 years ago.
No, 4 years ago. It's like not 2 years ago. It's 4 years
No,
ago.
I said a few years ago.
A few? I can't hear well. What are your plans for like the future? Like not content creating, but mostly or like stuff or content creating. You can say both.
Okay, so with college, so right now I'm about to go off to college to earn my bachelor's degree. I already have my associate's degree, which is a big deal because I'm 18 years old, and getting your associate's degree at 18 years old means you've been in college since 16. Big deal. But I am going off to college to get my bachelor's degree, and then immediately after that, I want to go into a graduate program because I want to get all the way up to my PhD so I can become a research professor because I think that would be the coolest thing.
For what?
Um,
Research for what?
Biology, but specifically mycology, so like fungus,
Oh, that is so
yeast,
cool.
mold, mushrooms. That's my jam.
That sounds
my jam.
really cool. Yeah.
And then I have a lot of stuff. There's a lot of plans in my brain, okay? And then I also want to make another thing is I want to make higher education a lot more accessible because I feel like there's a complete because like everything's behind a paywall.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You would not believe how many research papers are behind paywalls. And with content, I just want to keep making YouTube videos. I just think it's enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds really cool. And congratulations for having like your I forget. There's so many degrees you can get. That's awesome.
Associates.
I'm also aiming to do that too.
Heck yeah.
But we'll see. I could do it for a bunch of different things. I could do it for cooking. No, chef. I forget the actual term for it. I can do it for construction. I can do it for being like if I want to go into like the mental health area. I could start doing that in 11th grade. I have to decide what I want. Or if I want to be a teacher, I could also become a teacher by age 20.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
My school, my like area I have, we have like three high schools technically. With one big
Dang.
one, my high school is a alternative school. It is an
Ooh, I
alternative
know what
school.
those are.
Yeah, it's really we don't.
Those are so cool.
Yeah, I was talking to you about like me doing a science like thing. I think I was talking to you about that paper on bacteria actually.
I love
I
bacteria.
can send it
Bacteria
to
is like a
I can
step away
send it
from
to you.
fungus.
I can send you a paper if you want to read through a paper. It's not the
Do
best,
it.
but you
I don't
know,
care.
I'll send it to you after. Um, if you could change one thing, what would it be? Like
In general or with content?
with content or like streaming.
Oh gosh. Oh god. Oh, you know what?
What?
I don't think this really comes off in my streams or in my YouTube videos. I'm getting a little bit better at it, but in real life, I'm like extremely charismatic. I can make friends with anyone in like 2 seconds flat. It does not take long. That doesn't really come through, and I'm a little disappointed in myself for that. But I'm working to change that
Hey,
because
we became friends. I don't know if we're friends. Do you say we're friends?
we're friends. We're
Yeah.
friends.
We're not friends on Discord. I have not sent you a friend request yet.
That's embarrassing.
It is. Even though we've talked a lot, I'm like, should I send Greta a friend request or not? I don't know. Oopsies. I mean, we kind of both forgot. Ooh, lightning. Sorry, there's a thunderstorm like happening right now, and I'm watching it outside my window.
I think I gave you my thunderstorm because we had one yesterday.
Oh, we've been having them like all week.
Oh my gosh.
It's awesome. I love thunderstorms.
I do too, but holy crap. A week? That's crazy.
We had tornado warnings like almost every day, and especially when I'm at work, they come when I take out the trash, and I'm in this like sketchy alleyway taking it out, and it goes to my phone. I'm like, what is that?
Hello?
Yeah,
That's horrifying.
yeah. We're not used to having tornadoes, but we had a tiny one. But everyone's safe. It was actually last Monday.
I've actually gone tornado chasing a little bit.
I love it. I love it. You need some photos or videos if you have any.
I didn't have either because I was in Tennessee and it was over the hill from us.
Oh, darn it!
I know. I should have gotten a video.
Yeah, I was watching somebody's VidCon. I was watching Cozy Sock's VidCon vlog when it was happening, and I looked out my window. I'm like, what is going on? And I texted Cozy. I'm like, hey, I was watching your vlog, and then tornado happened, and I was still watching when I went outside to go help my elderly neighbor get stuff out, like pick stuff up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a really Cozy Sock fan. We love Cozy Sock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I love where I live because the worst we get is sleet storms. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
And it's basically like hail but softer.
Yeah.
And smaller.
See, we don't get tornadoes usually. The worst we get is like bad rain. We don't get hurricanes. We don't get anything. We get beautiful summers. We didn't have a good winter, but we usually have amazing winters that are very beautiful. I also live somewhere where we have like a bunch of good like ski areas so close by I can go skiing. I found that that's
Me too,
not
but they're really
normal for
expensive.
Yeah. My school does a ski club, so we get to go skiing for free, technically, because the district pays for it. I don't think they're doing it again this year.
Here's the thing. My high school is in a really... my high school is literally at the base of a mountain that people literally like travel from internationally to ski at. And yet our school is either so broke or so lazy that they refuse to do anything outside of like fund football. That's it.
Yeah. I also live like near very old buildings that look like the Hogwarts castles areas.
Ooh.
And I go there all the time. It's like in my backyard technically.
That's so cool.
Yeah. It is also college.
That checks out.
It does. They have amazing ice cream. Okay, I'm doxing myself
I went out,
probably. I'm probably going to be doxing myself. I do not care. I'm moving out of here like in 2 years anyways.
I'm moving out of here in, what month are we? 2 months.
Yay!
I have an apartment. I have an apartment waiting for me.
You need to send me photos of your apartment, by the way.
Huh?
You need to send me photos of your apartment when you...
Oh, trust. There will be photos all over. Probably not. There will be photos on my alt, though.
I don't think I have your art. You need to send me it.
I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
I only have one Twitter. That's it. And I'm like, I don't know how to do
There you go.
another one. I don't know how to do another one anyways.
I had 3. One of them wasn't technically mine. It was the Eden SMP Twitter, and then like it just deleted itself off my phone, and I was like, okay, that's really cool. That's fine.
Is Eden still even happening?
Taya's been talking about potentially revamping it in the future, but for now, no idea.
No idea.
Mhm.
Okay, I have a lot more questions. Why am I like
Yes.
sitting here like blanking out? If you could do like one big stream, and then I'm gonna ask this the same with like one big YouTube video with a big YouTuber. If you could do like if you started streaming, what big streamer would you stream with?
This is the answer for both YouTube and streaming. It would be Martin in the Littlewood. I genuinely look up to him quite a lot for content because he's an amazing creator, genuinely. Like he's extremely charismatic. He's what I want to be like. Plus he's really good at improv. It's crazy how good he is at improv.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his streams and YouTube videos, and he seems really good. And I want to keep watching his. I just haven't been watching people's streams like at all.
Oh, real. I don't usually watch streams, but for the past 3 days since Vault Hunter SMP Season 4 launched, I've been watching his perspective, like from 8 in the morning my time until he gets off, which is like, I don't know, it depends on how long he goes, but usually 6 hours.
When I'm at work, and I can technically have one earbud in, but I don't do it. But like, but one time they caught me and they're like, okay, if you see this, you have to write you up. And I'm like, okay, I'm not getting it enough. This is my first job. So I haven't. So I've been watching like Tebo's POV because like Tebo's really funny.
Tebo's real funny.
He's a really silly guy.
What I love about Martin in his streams is that he can be so real, but also so jokey. So like, he was talking, I think, today about how he was feeling like he was going to fall behind in Vault Hunters and how he was like terrified of that and how much he appreciated everyone in the SMP that was helping him. And then when it came for him to Vault Hunt, he was like so jokey about it. And it was, I love how much he can switch up in stream. And for YouTube, he's the one that started the aha jokes in Last Life. And then just kept coming with them. He just kept shooting them off.
You good?
Yep.
Yay!
I hit my mic.
Yeah. Okay, who is your favorite artist?
Music?
Amy, take it how you want to take it. Take it how you want to take it. See, this is... I was doing it for music, but then my first ever interview I did with someone, they went to actual art. And I'm like, you know what? I think people do actually know artists that they know, because there's fan artists that a lot of people know. I love fan artists. They're so cool.
They really are. Okay, I've made a decision. You're gonna know this artist real well. Yayloker. I really love Yayloker. Both their art and their music.
Haven't they? Yes, I do. Oh yeah, because it's my PFP.
It's literally your profile picture.
It is. I remember you talking to me about it when you saw it. You're like, my God! You know,
I cannot tell you how down bad I am for Yayloker.
Favorite character out of all of them. King.
Perrine.
Perrine.
I gotta do the Moose Girly. I was gonna for Ren Fair make a Perrine costume, but I ran out of time because it's this weekend and I have nothing.
Oh no! What are you gonna? Oops. You probably have something in your closet. From what I've seen from
your
outfits, you don't. Okay, go 15. Go 15 tomorrow. That's what me and my friend are doing. Tomorrow.
I work tomorrow.
When you have a day off.
I don't have a day off because I have like appointments Wednesday through Friday. My schedule's just awful.
You work like all day?
No, I work 12.
Go like at 10.
I guess 2 to 6. Yeah, I'll go thrifting in the morning. The problem is like the best thrift shops are either in my town, which is like 10 minutes away from me, or in a completely other city that has horrible traffic like an hour away from me. There's no in between.
Oh jeez.
It's one of those two.
Yeah. See, I have like my town, and I have like I also have your situation, I'm an hour away.
Mm-hmm.
if you have a Hot Topic nearby, that's also a good idea.
An hour ago. Oh, an hour away.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, 30 minutes away. But I've been thinking about it a few days. I lied to you. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is my like skater shorts with a belt and probably a brown shirt I'm obsessed with right now. And then I'm gonna go to my storage unit where I have my fun little things and grab
You need to send
my
me your
resin
outfit.
horns and my foxtail.
You need to send me your outfit when you go, because I'm sending you my Renaissance outfit also.
Oh, trust.
And then
That will be on my main Twitter. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I've never been to Ren Fair, so I'm very excited.
You haven't?
No, never in my life.
Save up as much money as you can because I spent $500 my first year at Ren Fair.
So
That's not a joke.
I have to save for college and like getting a car.
Me too.
But sorry, I'm reading Kat, what Kat is saying, and Kat is like,
oh yeah,
don't look at my earbuds. It's all year local.
Kat and I get bragging rights because we've been listening to Yayloker since April.
I have a couple of songs before Humpy Hero has came out. I tried to get my Fortnite into it. They're like, no, I'm good. And I'm like,
and now they're into it, right?
yeah, they are. Everyone who wanted to get matching PFPs. And I was like, okay. And they're like, you're Clementine, by the way. I'm like, but what if I want to be Kingsley? It's like, no.
You have to be Clementine.
No. I'm like, but Kingsley.
That's real.
I love Kingsley. I mean, I love Clementine and Cole. They're gay-ass people.
Yay!
They're gay. But then also Kingsley is more like me. Because I would have been like, I know you gotta pay me with crickets. Because my friends have paid me with crickets before for doing stuff for them.
Iconic.
They won't allow, actually some of them will, but other ones were like little glass ones. I'm like, you gotta pay me with crickets. And they got me them.
Oh.
They're like up there somewhere in my bunch of stuff.
Moose have been a big thing in my life lately. So first with that moose, because remember, this is a rental. That is not my moose photo. Second with Alaska, I saw a moose in the bushes and a moose with 3 calves running along the highway. It was crazy.
Aww.
It was so cool though.
Yeah. Deer, mooses, and like horses have been like part of my life, kind of my whole entire life. Cause like where I live, we have a bunch of deers, and when I was like child, like 3 years old, we had a pear tree, so they would come and eat the pears off the ground. And one time I walked up to one of them, and I got to pet it. That is one of my favorite things I ever got to do. And
I have a similar memory to that with foxes, but I love foxes. But because back to deer and mooses. Because of where I live, the elk tend to come down here for the summer and like early spring. Because at the base of a mountain and it's hot up there. So like they come down here and just live in the fields over the summer and spring. And the other day, it was very dark. I was driving through the back roads, and I had my brights on, and I just see these 2 like reflecting eyes in the road, and I had to like skid to a full stop. There was this young elk male in the road. Oh my god, he scared the life out of me. I thought I was gonna hit him. I didn't though.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Foxes also live in my neighborhood, but foxes are friends with my little gray kitty, who's like the runt of her little. She is so tiny, she looks like a kitten still. And one night, me and my mom were like out in the driveway. We saw her running with foxes and the cubs, and she was just running along with them and playing with them.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
It is.
I love foxes. I feel like if I was an animal, I would be a fox because I've got the same like mischievous humor and I guess peskiness.
If I was an animal, I would either be a moth or a raccoon.
Oh, that's real.
Because I've been told I am like a raccoon because I would dig through trasses, especially when college students leave, because I live like a very rich school. People would just throw out their computers and TVs, and one time my friend found real diamond earrings that were worth like $10K in the trash.
Oh my god.
And we just took them, and we were like, okay, like, it's not
Damn,
stealing
rich
because
people.
it's in the trash. Like, they threw it away, so it would have just gone away anyways. So like,
True.
it's not like we're stealing. Like, we did take it to them. We took like because there's officers. We were like, hey, we found these. Are we allowed to take them? And they're like, yeah. They didn't want them. Just take them. So we didn't do anything illegal. First of all, chat. Do not go dumpster diving unless you know you're allowed to. I was like at the college knows, and also like my uncle's really big in that college, like really
Damn.
really well known in that college. So I'm allowed to be like, hey, and they're like, yeah, go ahead.
You're real for that.
Thank you. Did I ask you what is something about you that people don't know?
No, but I can answer that really quickly.
Yes.
I'm super charismatic.
Something you
Jacques.
haven't said. Something you haven't said.
Oh. Something about me that people don't know.
But you feel comfortable saying.
What?
But you feel comfortable saying with
Oh, yeah. You know, I actually don't know. I feel like I'm pretty open on the internet. Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Other than the charismatic thing, I have no clue.
I like it when people are open. I'm like, I have nothing to hide. I'm like,
Honestly,
if I had something to hide, then like, what's the point of hiding it? That's also content creation. Nothing can probably stay a secret. Sometime it will come to light.
It'll come out. So make it come out on its like make yourself talk about it before anyone else does.
Yeah, I'm like people did talk. Yeah, I'm like I've people talk about other people. I'm like I don't know if I've never heard this about people, but then I realized I probably should ask if stuff comes out because yesterday I was in an interview and one of my friends was dating someone and I thought that was public news because I found out from a TikTok they did. It turned out they didn't tell people and it was not public news, but that TikTok is still up and I showed it to them. They're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, am I just the only one who got it? And they're like, yeah, you're the only one who understood what we were doing. And I was like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Also, when I expect people, because I can keep secrets, but I'm also like, if you don't tell me, people don't know. I immediately think people know this about you. But like I was supposed to be like, oh, maybe people don't know this about you, and I should probably ask, which I'm trying to work my best on. You know, I don't want to out people dating anyone else anymore. I've done it like
awkward
twice so far.
One
on stream. But they were fine with it, and then another time it was with people who knew, but they're like, oh, this is not public information. I think I forgot to tell you that. I'm like, yeah, you did. But it's fine. They won't mad me. They understood like I didn't know it was not public news because I was also not very close with these people. So I think they're telling me this. I'm not really close with them, so I would think it's public news that people know about.
Yeah, because it's like you're not close to them, so why would you tell me?
Yeah. But it was also, like, in a conversation we were talking about, so I understand at the same time. Like, maybe they're telling it to, like... But, okay, what is something people should look forward to for, like, the future and stuff?
That is an excellent question. Maybe how to not care about others' opinions, because I feel like that's a problem. Everyone's got a little bit of a problem with other people's opinions. And I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like, you don't hold any relevance in my life. I don't really care about what you say, so shoot.
Were you in, like, any big streamer gangs, like, friend groups? I can't tell. Can't remember it was you.
I was not in the thing, if you're talking about that thing.
AFG. No?
I was definitely not in ASG. No, I came along right after ASG disbanded, so... Yeah, but I was in the Woo SMP when that was still a thing.
How was that?
I am choosing not to speak on it.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know.
Nope, you're good.
I haven't been in a big, like, streamer thing before, so, like...
Keep it that way.
Okay.
It doesn't usually end well. I will say that. Keep it small. Keep it close knit. Yeah. It didn't end well the several times I tried it, so I just was like, okay, I give up. Put me over here. You guys stay over there. Thanks.
Yeah. And I'm like, I see big like someone streamer gives me up. I'm like, oh, Iris, that's me. And I'm like, ah. But then I remember how all these evo's turned out. It's very rare that they do turn out good. Because
Yeah.
stuff that I have realized that people, and I'm not talking bad about people. This is, everyone
I am.
think it's going to
Wait,
be like.
no, I'm not.
So when I realized what people like wanted to be, it's like how Dream SMP was like 4 years ago. I'm not a fan of Dream SMP, but like
Me
wanted
neither.
to be like the Halloween stream, and you know how close everyone was for that, or how close like
Yep.
those big groups are, or like the QSMP, like how they went to travel and hang out with people, like
Yep.
they expect stuff to be like that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but also I'm like, most of you guys are teenagers and kids. They were also teenagers
Yeah.
and kids, and they were able to work on it with each other, and most of them are still friends.
Yeah.
Except for some people who are really bad people.
Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel like you have to have a certain self-awareness, and for some reason, younger teenagers, and I'm not pointing fingers, really anyone up to from like ages 13 to 18 lacks 16 lacks a certain self-awareness up to a point, anywhere between that range.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you develop that, then you're able to like be part of those groups without causing or instigating anything.
Yeah.
But there's definitely like a trigger moment you have to have.
I'm 15, but like I know I'm not fully self-aware.
You're doing great.
I am.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm like, I try to be as self-aware as I can. I'm like, okay, so I need to be aware of these people, but also not, because also, here's the thing, it's good to know both sides of situations that have
It absolutely
happened,
is.
because
That got me blocked though.
it did. See, that's also what I'm scared to do, because I'm like, also, if there are these small streamers who are very close tight, and then there's other small streamers who will friends with them, then stuff happens, but then when you try to talk to them, you become the bad guy. And it
Yep.
kind of really sucks, because I'm like, I'm not trying to backstab you. I'm doing what you would have done if a situation happened with me, probably. You probably would have asked both sides to figure out what happened. But then you're like, I'm no longer good. And it's scary.
Yeah,
So
it is.
I'm
I've gotten good at using the block button.
I don't like blocking people, because I'm like, I might regret this in the morning. And I'm like,
I like keeping my peace. I honestly, I soft block more than actual block, but I like keeping my peace. If someone makes drama with anyone or anyone I'm like relatively close with at least once, immediate soft block. I don't care. I'm keeping my
What does soft
peace.
block
Not worth my
mean?
time. Essentially, what I take it as is like a block for like 1 second, because that removes them as a follower of you and you as a follower of them. So,
I mean,
it means neither of you are following.
That's true. And I'm like, sometimes I will figure out stuff, and like, I did tell someone who I was close to at the time, and that was my mistake, and I should have told them, because it did end up drama happening because of it. And I regretted that. Like, the instant I did, I'm like, oh, I should have done it. But they promised me they would keep it to themselves. They didn't. If I understand, they wanted to hear both sides of the story. And I did too, but and I haven't. But I was also terrified, because I'm like, I don't want to get in trouble.
Yep.
And, and it's not anybody I'm friends with now, but it's like before, and I'm like, I don't want to get in trouble with these big people who have a big impact in these communities that I'm trying to be in. Something that I did with someone, we talked about it. We're like, okay. We both aren't mutuals. We both are not close, but we don't talk shit about each other. We're both in a community with each other, and we can coexist with each other, and that's it. And I agree with that, and I'm very happy we did. We communicated about it. We both like, we just want to leave it there. We both have our answers. If stuff comes up in the future, we both talk to each other about it instead of immediately talking. And that,
I love communication.
Communication is key, especially
It is.
with I have bad anxiety when people don't respond to me, and I'm like, oh, are they mad at me? And like, or like they don't respond, and I send like a couple like hi's. Oh my god, hi, and they don't answer me. I'm like, okay, they hate me. They hate my
Aw.
guts, and I'm like, okay, cool,
Oh.
but it's fine. I keep talking about me. That's also something
No,
I
it's
realized,
fine. We're here to talk,
when I'm
man.
trying to like kind of like connect with people I interview, I'm like, okay, I can do this.
We're here to talk. It's fine.
We are. What made you want to like? I think you did answer this already, but what made you want to quit streaming and go straight into YouTube?
A couple things. The biggest thing was that there's a lot of factors in a stream that you don't have to worry about when you're making YouTube videos. Number one being people in chat being weird. You don't have a chat when you're recording. So vibe ruining just does not happen over there. Another thing is like if you're tired or if you're feeling nauseous like I was last night, you can just not record. Whereas with streaming, you're like expected to keep going. And one time I did keep going. I was nauseous during a stream, and at the end, I literally had to sprint to my bathroom and vomited. It was a horrible night for me. I don't know why I kept going. But
I'm
YouTube,
so
you don't have to
sorry.
worry about that.
Yeah, I also get that because when like editing stuff and when it's up there already.
Yep. It's so great. Another thing is the community. I think streaming communities are just over competitive and needlessly.
And also something I realized is if you have a small
Aggressive.
following, people who might be like a little bit more bigger don't like you because you're technically lower ranks than them. I'm gonna talk to you more about that probably after stream because I think you and me can have a good conversation about that because from what you're seeing, from what if you're comfortable with doing that, I want some because you also have some insights on some people I know. Maybe not.
I probably do. I keep a lot of opinions in here about a lot of people.
Yeah. Chat. This is hold on. Ooh, I want to join. Can Kat join?
Yeah.
Kat, you can
Actually,
join.
no. Kat, you should be sleeping.
Kat, go to bed. No, you
Go to
cannot
bed.
join. You cannot join. I'm sorry.
Go to bed.
We would just we'll make a group chat and me and Red will type everything in that we talk about, and so you can know. If we want to do that, I can do that too. I can also DM Kat everything we talk about.
I'm lazy. So yes.
So I would do that to you, Kat. For you, Kat, you should really sleep. I did sleep in until like noon this morning, and I went to bed at like 10. So I'm like full of energy at the same time.
Dang.
I don't sleep in. It's something with my sad. Kat, you still get to know everything. It's just.
So if you don't mind, can I upload this as a VOD on my VOD channel?
You can.
I love talking about myself and other people and things, and I don't do chatting streams.
Also, something that's also what I hate. I hate how small streamers are like, this is my idea. You cannot take it from me. I'm like,
weird.
No, I'm like because me and Toasty were talking one night on VC, and we were talking about how much we both liked in interviews. We both came up with this idea. I'm like, Toasty, if you want to take this, you can take it. I waited a couple months. Toasty's like, no, it's for you. It's your idea. You're the one who fully take it. And I'm like, if other streamers want to do this, go ahead. You don't even, and like, it can pop up in your head because that's also a thing. Small streamers can have the same idea and not know who you are. So do not think they're copying you,
for real.
Because it's like, people might not know you've done this, done this, and leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Just let them have fun. That's also the thing. This community is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And
sometimes it's too sharky.
It is. It's like Socks in the Water from Legally Blonde. That song. That's what it reminds me of.
I still haven't watched or listened to Legally Blonde.
Okay, listen to Socks in the Water and you will understand exactly what I mean. That the small community is like. I love it, by the way, chat. I do not regret joining it. It just can be like this sometimes.
It's exhausting sometimes.
It is. And especially when you have bad mental health. And
oh my god.
It's like, I don't know what to do.
Just plummets so fast.
Yeah, for me, if my mental health is bad, I still stream because this brings me joy and brings me happiness.
There you go.
and it might be like a reason I will do something for the day.
I was doing some things so I could get settled in my apartment. I was opening an electricity bill for my apartment, and I had to open an insurance policy.
Yeah, you were
Um,
talking to me about this.
and I tried recording in the middle of that, and I was just in such a bad mood. I was like, I can't. I literally at the end of the clip, I say, I can't do this right now. It's so, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Also, like, if I'm streaming by myself, I would just message one of my IRL friends. I'm like, hey, do you want to go on a Discord call with me and do this with me? And we're all like, yes. Because also, like, that's also the thing. I don't hide this from IRL. Everyone in IRL knows I do this.
My bosses know. Well, one of my bosses knows. One of my
All
bosses
my
knows that I
coworkers
stream.
found it. I was like, if you can find it, and they found it, and they're like, this is what you do. I'm like, I don't get paid. They're like, you should stream one time at work. I'm like, no, because that would get me doxxed. First of all.
True.
But like,
yeah, no,
I
basically, yeah. Sorry, you can go.
Also, one of them is the owner's son, and like, but this would be fun. I'm like, if your mom saw me streaming while I'm at work, that would be immediately fired. And he's like,
yeah.
well, I'll just cover for you. I'm like, man,
I'll cover for
like,
you.
Tobias, I love you, but no. See,
when I started streaming, so basically I do like commissioned cleaning in my town for 2 stores. One of them I told my boss when I started streaming, because he and my dad are like close friends, and he's a nerd, so like Magic the Gathering type nerd, so he thinks it's cool.
My partner's family knows that I stream, because they're all nerds also. My partner's dad is a comic book artist. Did a bunch of Spider-Man comic books, actually.
That's so cool.
And here's the thing, I didn't know that until after we started dating. No, like a month, like before we even became friends. I didn't know that. They thought I knew. They thought I knew. I'm like, no, wait, what? They're like, I thought that's like, because they've had so many people that were like been friends with them just because of their dad. And I'm like, I don't know if it's happened recently, but it used to. And from what I've heard, I think, yeah. And I'm like, I didn't even know about that, man. You never told me that. They told me before going to solo clips with her dad, and I went to solo clips with her dad, and I got to do it with some other cool comic book artists. I was invited to go to Ireland with them to go to Comic-Con. I couldn't go because I have a orthodontist appointment the day we get back, and I'm like, can we just change it? And I would get to meet some. I get to meet I think the creator of Phineas the Fourth was also going to go, and I think they have some connections with him. And
what a legend!
I know, he is really cool. I'm not gonna say his name because that also doxed me, and
I would also dox you and your partner.
Because I looked him up afterwards to see everything. He has done some of my favorite comic books. I didn't even know it was him who did the drawing stuff, and we were geeking out. They were also he's so sweet. He was talking to me about some comic books that he hasn't even announced yet that he's doing, and he showed me some rough sketches of them.
Oh my gosh!
And he's like, if you want the first draft of this one, I can copy it off for you.
That's so cool.
I know. And I don't know if they know we're dating yet, but it's so cool about like people who are part of LGBTQ+. They just haven't told their parents. My parents know now. And it's like, what, almost 3 months now that we've been dating?
Aww.
I love my partner so much. I could talk hours about them.
And I love being single.
And we have a polar opposites. When I was telling a couple of my friends that I like them, they're like, oh, but there's no way you guys would date. And they're like, if I told them, they're like, okay, that's gonna last a couple of weeks. Because there are some other factors that did go into it. I'm the polar opposite of them. They're the polar opposite of me.
Sometimes that works.
Yeah, it works. And also, here's the thing. Kat, I don't care if you slept for 4 hours. You're still tired. Go to bed. And they're also arrow ace. So they're like, okay, we don't. And I'm like, yeah, but like still, arrow ace people can date people. That is possible. I think people. That's also misinformation. Is people like people who
It really is.
Aries can't date people, and like they
Aries
didn't
people
mean
can't
they
date
didn't
people. Like,
mean in a
girl,
bad way. Also, like if you didn't know this person before we started dating, they did say they do not feel romantic or any attraction to people, and yeah. It all started with a short film about two lesbians we were both in.
oh, that's so cute.
My first kiss, in their first kiss on video recording, and it was not even our. It was like no, but it was also our first kiss. Like I never kissed anyone before; they never kissed anyone.
That's so cute.
I can still upload a video, but I haven't. It
Nah,
was for a film
keep it.
competition. No, it was a film competition we were doing a short film for.
Ooh.
And we never finished it, so we never did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
Cool, you guys are bully, silly. We're not bullying you, Kat.
Go to bed.
You need to go to bed. We mean
Kat
it
had
love.
an excitable night last night, and it was it sounded like a lot of fun. Go to bed.
Go to bed. I don't care if you got 9 hours of sleep last night, either.
Because you were up really late.
We love Kat, by the way, chat. We love Kat.
Love Kat.
We do. We're not bullying Kat.
I am.
See, I bully Kat in DMs. That's the thing. I bully Kat in DMs. Lovely bullying. We haven't talked in a while, Kat.
Kat and I have a silly, jokey marriage certificate. I actually have a photo of it.
Okay. Kat.
Yeah, okay.
You should sleep, though.
9 hours of sleep was 1 a.m. I think, unless you text me when you didn't wake up. You probably text me when you didn't. Okay, never mind. You probably text me after your thing. Okay, never mind.
You should still sleep.
You should sleep.
Yeah. See, even though I went to bed, didn't get up until late, my brain is automatically on a bedtime. So like at 10:10
Me too.
to like 10:30, I have to go to bed. If I don't go to bed, I have a panic attack. It's really bad. And I had to sleep with a friend on Friday, and they wanted to cook, so we cooked, and we didn't stop our sleepover until 10 o'clock. So we cooked, we did face mask, and then we went to bed, and I had a panic attack, so I just walked back home. I'm like, I'm going home. I can't do this. And then I was on the phone with my friend until I fell asleep.
There you go.
It's a true one. I love that man. Platonically love him. He has helped me through it so much. And then that was not that time I talked to him. I talked to my other friend that night, and then they messaged me saying, "Hey, I'm here to talk if you want to talk." And I'm like, I fell asleep by then. I'm like, I texted him at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. the next day, being like, I'm so sorry, I've been so busy, I've not read anything.
Aww. Yeah, I had a really bad nausea fit last night, so I went to bed way earlier than I would have, and before putting in my contacts, and still dressed in shorts, so.
I'm wearing the same pajamas clothes I wore yesterday. I'm like, I'm
fair enough.
Lazy. I did leave the house, Chad. I went to the barn road before the storm hit, and I rode during the storm also outside. It was the most adrenaline rush ever. I'm an adrenaline junkie now, especially when it comes to this. And the horse I ride is the most unspooked horse you will ever meet. Actually, he can spook, but he's a trail horse, and we were just having fun. He was galloping, and I'm like, I'm having fun, man.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I should have been a horse person.
See,
missed opportunity.
He's like, people are also like, you're a horse girl, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
I think that's just a weird term people use. I don't like it. I wish I had gotten into horses, because genuinely, people that are in the equestria side of things, that is the legitimate term.
It is.
I
can agree. I've been doing this since I was 8.
You are a horse rider. You can confirm equestria is the proper term and not a My Little Pony reference.
Yes. Also, here's the thing. It depends who you know. Because some bonds in my areas, if you leave them, they ruin your reputation and you can never ride again at any bonds. It is I'm gonna say this. It's more toxic than the small streamer community or the streamer community. Trust me.
Oh,
It's so
trust.
toxic. Luckily, I'm at a good one who doesn't do that. And if you leave, they also do both of the colleges in my town, because we have 2 colleges,
Whoa.
equestrian teams. So, and I gotta compete with them sometimes. The college level ones. And
That's so cool.
And I was in high school. I'm still in high school, and I get out with them, and they all know me.
I used to show rabbits, and I feel like a lot of like animal showing type of things are kind of toxic. Because like I was, what, 10 years old and being targeted by this like 16-year-old. Like, hello? I'm sorry, my rabbits were better than yours, but good God, girl.
I'm turning my fan on. It got really hot in my room all of a sudden. I think the AC did. No. There you go. I'm turning it down, not all the way, but so it can still be going. Yeah. Also, like in horse shows, because I also do sewing. If your horse doesn't look like expensive enough, the judges will also go based off of that.
Yep.
I don't go to the big ones. I go to the ones that are only at my shows, at my barn that happen. But I have a bunch of friends who go. They pay between $10,000 to $15,000 on a horse so we can ride it for the show.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, if I had that money, I would be set for life. I'm like, I work at a barn. I get free lessons. They are out here spending $30,000 per show they go to. And it's Mickey over here, man. And like, one of them is like one of my best friends, and they're one of the most down-to-earth people. And it's not like one of those rich horse girls who are spoiled brats. I've met some of those also. They get so cocky. They have not a good chip on this shoulder. They don't have a good and I'm like, come on, man. And like, I rode this horse who was like the sweetest horse ever. He sadly passed away in January. I didn't find out until like 2 weeks ago and my trainer just is like it explained to me why I didn't find out. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but because not good. I would show him, and like the other people who came to Bond, so they would say, "Oh, that horse is fat." This horse was not fat. He was like one of the sweetest, and like yes, he could get fast. And they're like, "Oh, that horse is not trained." He would like the beginners like who have never rode would ride him. And he was the sweetest one, and he was like one of the best horses I've ever met and have ever rode. The horse I ride now is also very sweet. He's awesome. He's also owned by like one of the manager of a barn, and and she likes me. So if the owner of your horse likes you, you're doing something right, man. I'm supposed to go on a trail ride before soon. Hopefully. So you have to talk to my trainer about it to be like, hey, do you think you're ready? And then I get to go gallop through the fields because we have some good like hills we can go to.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It is. What did Kat see you do? Cause
Nothing.
What did you do?
Nothing.
I'm gonna have to watch back this VOD.
You can do that.
What photo are we at? Okay. Is there anything else you want to add before we end?
No.
No? You good?
Yeah.
Kat?
Wait, like end stream?
Yeah. I mean, if you have anything you want to add.
Follow me on YouTube at Rojo and Rouge.
You should totally do that. They have really good YouTube videos. And also vote for them for Small Streamer Awards. If you guys are kind enough, vote for me too. I probably won't get voted this year also, and I'll watch it again. Why do you give me that look?
I mean, with that mindset, you won't.
It's the people on
promo yourself to the stars and back. If there's no one to hear you, at least you tried. Yeah.
Thank you, Kat, for doing that. Kat, put the link in chat.
I love you. Thanks.
Love you. for people who I would be going up against, and I know who already got voted in, I see the statistics. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yep, me too. Me too.
Yeah, it. Thank you, Kat. Kat is awesome. Also, I want to just say this right here. We need to vote Kat for best mod. If Kat doesn't win for best mod,
I'd be shocked.
I'll be so too, because like, who wouldn't vote